Hello everybody, this is Gold League Gamer 1 and Dyne, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI.
This video is entirely the ending. Once you defeat the final boss, any party members you did not bring into the tower with you finally catch up with you so everyone can participate in the ending. And if you do not recruit Terra, she still joins you. She just literally flies in from Mobliz just for this scene.
Yeah, and I think we discussed this earlier, but if you don't recruit all party members, then you don't get the best ending.
Right, and basically the best ending is the cast call that's coming up.
Okay.
We'll talk about that. So, yep. So they're worried that with magic disappearing and the Espers basically going extinct, they're worried that Terra is not going to survive this either.
So does she possibly die?
Well, you'll have to watch and see.
Yeah, well, and we will.
Time for the very long ending theme, 21 minutes. Have a nice little cast call with each character's leitmotif, as they call it, on TV tropes. Yep. Little musical profile theme. Yep. Turning back the pages. I don't know if it's symbolizing the going back to the focus at the start of the story. This is also just there for the introduction of the ending theme. So we have a katana to start with. And watch them closely because you'll often see something like that little sword sparkle.
Cayenne Garamond.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of associated him with Garibaldi from The Legend of King Arthur, but one's evil, one's good. Think you can handle that switch?
Hate machines.
I just hate them so much! Good old blue laser, even though that sounded a lot like my Kefka voice. I didn't quite get high enough, that's why.
You just have to show technology who's boss.
Now, I'll mention this. If you don't recruit a character, it'll still go over their little portion of the ending, but it won't show the scene. It will just have their character portrait and then kind of do a flyover of the area where you recruit them from.
Yeah, I kind of like how in this game, like, each of the characters have last names.
Yep, and most of the characters in Final Fantasy series do have last names, but this is the first one where it really showcased them. And you may notice that Celeste, Edgar, and Setzer appear in pretty much all of these. Again, they are the only 3 required party members to beat the game with, so they'll show up in almost every one. And of course, this one features both of the Figaro twins.
Edgar, Roni, Figaro.
Have a lot of Italian names in this.
Sabin, Renee, Figaro.
And come in here. Looks like he's just picking the lock. And he catches it. Now, if you don't have Sabin, Edgar just backs away, and the 3 of them work together to push it off the ledge, and they just keep going. And he just chucks that thing away. Sets her head to duck. You didn't say the magic word. Up too late. Playing as Mog.
He has no last name.
I like how those little Moogles just jump off the music box and march along. Down it goes. Poor Mog. Yeah. Edgar's an engineer. He knows how to handle machines, so thank goodness Cayenne isn't with him.
Yep.
Ouch. Yeah, just drive a hook into his head.
It's like a crane game. Watch the hair.
What? Did you hook him by the hair or by his little pom-pom? And Edgar just laughs at him.
Said watch the hair.
And follow up with Umaro.
Umaro. No last name on this one either.
No, it's just a Yeti. Try to get in, try to break it down. No good. But you have some Sasquatch muscle on your side. It's time for some brute force. We should just hired him to take out the foundation of this place. That would have crumbled the whole thing. Thank you, Lurch. Sam! Glowing eye in there. That's a cool looking helmet, too.
Go! No last name on him either.
Assuming it's a him. It never reveals it.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, I named it Sam because Sam can be a guy or a girl's name.
Mm-hmm. I always gotta love these kind of puzzles. You're talking to the right guy. And I love this. They even blink in unison right here. So after that treasure chest closes up again, and he mimicked a little too much. He died. No, he makes it. Jake as
Gao.
Gao.
No last name.
Gao is actually the onomatopoeia for the Japanese word of roar. Just Gao. Find shortcut. Shortcut? Wait, we're climbing up out of the tower. Where are you going? Well, they were able to follow him at least. Edgar phased through the door there.
Yes, we know you found a shortcut.
You found another one! Whee! Poor Celeste. Yeah, Edgar's just kind of dumbfounded there. Okay, this one's rather interesting.
Lock Cole.
Because, again, even if you manage to save Sid way back at the start of the World of Ruin, this does not change.
It's Celeste's share.
And this is actually the only one that Terra appears on other than her own. Following along. And she dropped the bandana she picked off the seagull. But even if you save Sid, she doesn't pick it up and she still has it in the ending. The floor is collapsing. Hang on, Celeste! Locke is not going to let what happened to Rachel happen again. Now, if you don't have Locke, Setzer actually saves her and says, "You got to hang on, you promised you'd do your Maria act for me again." Silly trinket. Yeah, I have another one just like it. I'm wearing on my head. Yep, not going to let any more floors collapse under us. And there is her pendant, which unfortunately never really had any significance in the game.
Tara Branford.
Back through the ruins of the Magitech Research Facility. Now this is important. Probably the most important segment of this entire ending. So there's a hint that she can survive. But her human side has to be more attached to the world than her Esper side. That's some nice parting words from her father. He wants her to live.
Realm Aroni.
Now this actually changes if you do not have Strago in the party. Of course, they're working together here. Kind of. Stop goofing around. He's old and feeble! And basically, if you don't have Strago, Realm herself is trying to... walk across the conveyor belt here. Edgar, Celeste, and Setzer just jump over her and almost leave her behind, but she threatens to paint their portraits and they come back for her. And watch that apple.
Shadow. No last name.
Well, he does have a last name, but Shadow is not it. Because there are 4 scenes that you can trigger by staying at inns with Shadow in the party that reveal his past. And, of course, if Shadow dies on the floating continent, you will not see this scene. And I'll explain that in a little bit. So he gets up. And Barum was the name of his partner in crime before he became a ninja. He was a train robber, and they messed a job up. Barum was at risk of being captured and arrested, and he asked who he had Shadow to kill him, but Shadow chickened out and ran away, and it haunted him ever since. But Shadow's real name is Clyde Arony.
Alright. Magus. That name was recycled and reused in Chrono Trigger.
Well, Magus basically refers to powerful magic, and Magus is more of a title.
Okay.
A kid like me doesn't know the meaning of defeat. Kids these days with their giant hooks and flying airships and painting portraits and all that. Yeah, but Strago is the last one. That is it for the cast curtain call. And don't forget me, because I'm the real star of this game! All the time was dedicated to me. I gave the best commentary. I provided the most laughs. So special thanks to me!
Yeah.
Yep, she remembered she could fly. I really don't know what they're going through here, simply because they were kind of parked at the top of the tower. You know.
And now the last piece of magicite is gone.
Yep. Power's fading. And yeah, kind of pull up and get out of there. There's no ceiling in there. This isn't the run against the Death Star at the end of Return of the Jedi. Nope, she's going. Gone! Oh! This is no good. She's falling quickly in free fall. Can she make it? The sensor goes into a complete nosedive. Oh, from downtown! I don't know how those kids got to Barren Falls, considering it technically no longer exists. Yeah, remember what was going on in Mobliz when Terra rejoined the party?
Oh yeah, she was babysitting.
Mm-hmm. Now we found out that Katarine was pregnant. It seems like, yep, she's gone into labor. But they hear a voice. No one's watching over Katarine. But thankfully no one fell off on that.
A while longer.
Nope, you're not Tori, you're an old man, you're a little girl. Oh, she's up there, but not quite king of the world.
Yep. And no longer Esper.
Yep. Her attachment into the Children of Mobliz would allow her to stay. Now we begin the credits.
Yep. Which are going to be about 8 minutes long.
That's okay. And Setzer Sim kind of monopolizes the credits a little bit, you may notice. Or rather the airship, but then again, that is Setzer's theme anyway. But I do have to say, this has been my favorite game of all time. Still is.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and we've mentioned this a lot, but if you go to Dyne's channel, make sure you check out his Let's Play of Final Fantasy VI: The Eternal Crystals.
Yep. Again, several cosmetic changes into that. The plot is a little rewritten. some characters are changed. In fact, Umaru and Gogo are completely replaced. Different story setup, new dungeons, new boss battles and such. So it is not a complete overhaul of the game, but I'm about 3/4 of the way done with the game. I'm going to finish that before I focus on any new projects, and hopefully we'll catch up to this before long.
Should be interesting. Now, how much more of that do you got left?
I have 2 more character-specific side quests left. Then I have the Ancient Castle Fanatic's Tower, then Kefka's Tower, and the new bonus dungeons that were added. So I'm
they added more dungeons after that.
Yep, a small one where you fight Leviathan. He replaces the Blue Dragon, and then another one, and that as is entirely original.
Okay.
But they're also the hardest areas in the game. But I'm looking at least 5 more parts on mine.
Oh yeah, because you stream like 45-minute sessions of that game, don't you?
Yep. I usually go for distance rather than time. So videos go between 45 minutes to an hour, and since I only upload once a week, that's why they're longer.
Ah.
But I learned some editing tricks while doing the Let's Play. If of course, more advertising here. If you watch any part of mine, go watch part 6 because of how I did the opera.
Oh, okay.
That was the primary reason I did the Let's Play as a whole, anyway. And I'm actually going to be streaming more versions of ROM hacks of this. I won't do full Let's Plays. I'll just stream them and do casual runs.
Okay.
Just to see how things are different. Airship bobbing up and down, creating wake.
Yep. It's still in the air.
Wake on the ocean there, and they can change direction. And those doves are flying pretty dang fast, or probably seagulls. But can any bird fly that fast? Because we're talking about the world's fastest airship. It was able to go faster than Terra's free fall.
Wait, does it matter how fast a bird can fly?
Oh, apparently yes, because of course they only have limited stamina. And I don't know the top velocity of an unladen swallow, whether it's an African or European swallow. But I'd imagine that they can't fly overly fast for very long. You may be noticed just because of the movement, the effects of the ground, but really the best effect on that last scene was the clouds. And we're flying over more landscapes that look absolutely nothing like the world map did. No, that's okay.
Yeah, so, alright, so while we continue watching the credits, I gotta say, despite having played through this game only once since before this LP, I actually enjoyed going through this.
Oh yeah, this game has a lot of replay value simply because of how customizable the characters are.
Yeah, and I actually was able to do a lot more than I was able to do in my first playthrough.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of side quests and secrets in this one, more so than any other Final Fantasy up to this point.
Yeah, I guess it's probably because you learn something from the first time you play and imply it to the next time you play.
Yep, you learn something new almost every time you play the game, and of course there were some things that happened on this that I'd never seen before, and I've played through this game literally over 20 times.
Well, this is only my second time beating this game.
Yep, we got to see some awesome details on the airship there.
Yeah, now I'm done with this. I should probably get back to Final Fantasy IV, so maybe I could LP that in maybe 2016, maybe.
Yep, that one's a little bit harder than this one, but the US version is way easier than the original Japanese version.
Ah.
They literally had to make an easy mode version of the game in Japan. Even harder than that is the DS version. But yeah, I'm probably going to do a Let's Play of the PSP version, which includes the game and its sequel. Now, if I remember correctly, I can't hear the music right now, but I think it's in the middle of transitioning from the credits to the classic Final Fantasy theme.
Yep. So Katarine actually has her baby at this point, doesn't she?
Yep. The kids had... Let's see, none of them are doctors or midwives. They kicked the only other adult out of the room while she gave birth. I don't think that's safe. But then again, these reality ensues jokes make for good comedy in Let's Plays. Things happen in video games that could not possibly happen in real life. Yay, she saw that they're okay.
Yep.
Do a flyover of Thamasa. And that kid's giant clubhouse is finally being rebuilt after burning down over a year ago. And if it didn't take that long, why did they take so long to do it?
Yep. Oh, so that was the one that burned down the first time we went through it.
Yep. And it remained like that the whole time.
Yeah, and now the fire's been let out and they can rebuild again.
Well, the fire's been out for a long time. I never figured out exactly what the heck the characters are doing right here. It's kind of messing around, but there's coaling in. Yeah, that mother and daughter right there have been standing at that same spot of ground the whole second half of the game, and their plant is finally sprouting now that there's hope back in the world. That fly over Figaro Castle. That always helped us nicely. Yeah, throughout the game, you kind of forget that Edgar and Sabin are royalty. Now Terra is king of the world. Yeah, she does something that's unique to her sprite. Symbol of freedom. She lets her hair down.
Yep.
And she looks good with her hair down.
Yep. Okay, so we only got a minute left in the video, so I think I'll start saying bye. Thanks again to all the viewers for watching what ended up being a very, very long LP. Yep. And also, big thanks to Gunarm Dyne, call him Dyne, for commentating with me throughout this Let's Play.
Not a problem. I had a lot of fun unleashing the hamminess of Kefka again.
Oh yes, you entertained us all with your Kefka voice.
Unfortunately, it does a lot of throat killing, but I'm actually going to be recording an April Fool's video starring Kefka within the next week, so I hope you guys look forward to that.
Oh yeah, I look forward to seeing that. Oh yeah, since Dyne's here, well, before we sign off, what's that thing we do when life gives us a hard day?
When life is giving you a hard day, never be afraid to eat your pudding with a fork, even a knife, just never a spoon, because life is hard, and you die at the end, and destruction is wonderful. Okay, that's the end of my script. Give me my check. I'm exiting stage left. I'll see you fools later.
we had to include Dyne's signature outro because he's part of this this LP. Okay, and thank you all once again for watching, and until my next Let's Play, this has been Gold Glee Gamer 1 and Dyne. Later, folks.
Bye, guys.